In today's video, we're going to be doing an install on a 2004 Subaru STI. We're going to be doing a brake booster delete kit as well as an ABS delete kit on it from Chase. So let's get to it. So what's all included from Chase Space? This is the box I got from them. You get this brake booster delete pump reservoir thing. You also get their bias valve right here. I'm not too sure what this is. Maybe it says brake less on the top. Not really too sure what that's all about. Now I guess we'll figure it out. Right here is an adapter. And right here is all the lines and fittings that you'll need in this kit. I already got kind of started on this project. I went ahead and deleted took out the ABS. It was super easy. Lines out of the way. It's just 10 mil. Break them loose. Make sure you have a tool like this. Make sure you have a tool like that. It's a flare wrench. That way you can get all the way around and not strip it, because these brake lines can strip very, very easily. And I also went ahead and took out this reservoir. It's just these two 14 millimeter nuts. So, or it's not 14. I think it's a 12. I remember. But yeah, go ahead and take that out. And now we're gonna taking out these lines. We're gonna start these lines all the way. They go around, up and over, go over here, and they get lost somewhere else. So let's go ahead and take out all those lines.
So right now, taking off these lines.
There you go. Because this thing's all pretty much one big unit, so we're gonna take it out as one big unit. And now I'm gonna focus on these lines. And we also need to take out the line from the
caliper.
Yeah, from the caliper, because I'm pretty sure that's all tied with it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and as well as see what else is mounted up to this. Okay, so after we get the wheel off, we're gonna go ahead and get light. I'll show you what we're working with. We're actually gonna take this line off right here, and hopefully it comes off without any problems. So now we got this line off right here. I went ahead and took off this clip, because while I'm doing this install, I'm gonna go ahead and replace this rubber line with some braided aftermarket lines. That way everything's all brand new, and we're already here, so you might as well just do it. So I'm gonna get to that. Now this is off. Go ahead and bring it back, and go ahead and just pull it up and out of the way, like so. And now this side's done. Now we need to do the same thing on the other side. Now this line was the one that goes to the brake line over here on this side. So we went ahead and just tucked it over. It's tucked underneath the harness, but we got it out of the way. So now our only issue is we're running into this problem right here. Alright, so we decided to go ahead and just unclip it from right here, because I believe we are going to have enough room. And I'm going to take out this line. Normally you don't have to take it out, but we're going to take it out for the case that I got a new clutch line anyways. So just hammer it real quick, like so. I'm going to take it out. So it looks like over here is going to be your ABS. This originally mounted, so you can see. There's the 4 holes up top, and then the 2, oh no, oh, they're right there. So it went in there something like that. You got your harness clip right here, so don't forget to take that out when you do it. And then it's going to wrap around the firewall, as you can see, and go like that. So now that we got all those unhooked, we're going to start working on the inside of the car. So right now I'm getting ready to take out the brake booster. It's gonna be 4 bolts. It's actually kind of hard to see. Okay, so it's gonna be this bolt There's 4 bolts in total, but basically just follow the clip or the brake pedal assembly. Those bolts right there. So get to that. After you get those 4 bolts off on the back side of the brake booster, go ahead and don't forget to remove this small clip that's right there. It goes on. That's a new one, but here's the old one. Don't forget to remove that clip. And I was literally just prying that thing off and it came off. So that's one way to look at it. So now it's gonna look a lot cleaner without all that big mess in the way. And also I get a chance to cut off these fuel lines because I am no longer using the OEM fuel lines that are right here. As you can see, right here is my dash 8 feed. And let me guess, have the engine bay. So that's my dash 6 feed right there, or dash 8 feed, and this is my dash 6 return. So I'm no longer using whatever the stock one is, so I'm gonna go ahead and just chop that off. That way this mess isn't there anymore. So it's kind of a bonus. So now I'm gonna get the new one in there, mount it up, and get ready. So I just went ahead and cleaned up my hands. That way when I sell the new parts, or not grease it all over. So let's get this new part installed. Well, it comes with new bolts. However, these are Allen head bolts, so I think I might have someone hold it while I try and tighten it from the inside, which is not gonna be fun because being underneath the whatever it's called underneath here is not fun. Like it's just an awkward angle being underneath right there. So I'm gonna go get my little sister, that way she can help me out. So what I ended up doing is mounting that right there, and it mounts up using that nut right there. And there's 2 ins and 1 out. I'm not too sure what that really means, but on the 2 ends there was 2, as you can see, there's 2 spots for hoses. So what I did, I was like, okay, I only took off 2 hoses from the front. So I'm guessing those are the front. And there's 1 for the rear. And the only one that was meant for the rear, they included this f-stop thing. It's the f-style fitting. As you can see, it kind of looks like an F. And they included that goes to 2. I was like, well, that must go to the out because there's only 1 out. But right now I'm just kind of like, I was trying to look up some Google pictures, and as well as like trying to figure this stuff out, because really there's no instructions, no nothing. They just give you some hoses and a master cylinder, and they're like, okay, go have fun. So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and get these on, and I'm gonna try and fill it up with some brake fluid and try and pump it out, bleed it out a couple times, because I don't have any brake fluid at all in my lines right now. So kind of curious what it's gonna look like. So as soon as I get that, I'll keep you updated. Here are the brake lines, and I'm not sure if it'll read right, but that says left front. I really wish the Chase Bay kits were labeled like this, like even though it's something small and simple. Like that one says right front. Even though it's something small and simple like that, it makes the install way less of a guessing game, and that way you're really confident when you install these new lines.
The next day.
So check it out. It literally says 2 front passenger, 2 front driver, 2 rear. Literally, if Chase Bay would have included that, I would have been way less of a headache, and I'm super pissed off that I had to do my own research. Even though it was pretty easy. I went to their site and like looked up their own bias valve and see what it was all about, and I found it there. And it's just kind of annoying that, I mean, they should have just labeled it, instead of in and out, should just label like front and rear. I feel like that would have been way more easier, but I guess they don't want to make it too easy on us. But let me show you a quick rundown of what the Subaru looks like. Alright, so pretty much right there are my 2 lines. The shorter hose goes to the driver one. So So you can see, just a 90, and then the straight one goes up and over. And I use the mounting lines from the original brake lines, and I'll need to go buy some clips. That way I can hold these brake lines in place. But basically everything's already tightened down. I just need to mount it up. That way it's away from everything. Because right here, as you know, Subarus, they have the exhaust. And last thing I want is these brand new brake lines to be cooked. So yeah. So I reuse those mounting points. They fit in pretty well. That back one was kind of a little bit of pain, but I just got a hammer. Just forced it in there and it's holding up pretty good. I'm not really worried about pinching it because it is a steel braided line, so it's kind of hard to kind of pinch that. As far as anything else, like I said, I just need to get that mounted. I did put in new braided lines. It'll be kind of hard to see, but they're right there. Brand new braided lines all the way around. I went with the braided lines that I went with. It's a brand called Goodrich or something along those lines. I'll put a link in the description below where I bought it from. But yeah, it was pretty cheap brake lines. I think all around it was like $100. Oh, they're actually right here. Goodrich or Goodridge. The way that the Subaru is right now, it kind of makes me sad, but at the same time, I know I'll make this a lot better and perform way better than it was before. So go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.